Open Heavens Devotional, October 20th, 2023. Topic: You Must Grow Spiritually, Part 2. Memorize. Hebrews 5:12. For when for the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again which be the first principles of the oracles of God, and are become such as have need of milk, and not of strong meat. Read. Hebrews 5:11-14. 11. Of whom we have many things to say, and hard to be uttered, seeing ye are dull of hearing. 12. For when for the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again which be the first principles of the oracles of God, and are become such as have need of milk, and not of strong meat. 13. For every one that uses milk is unskillful in the word of righteousness, for he is a babe. 14. But strong meat belongs to them that are of full age, even those who by reason of use have their senses exercised to discern both good and evil. Message. When a child is born, everybody is at his or her beck and call. The child is not expected to do any chore in the house. However, as the child begins to mature, he or she may then be sent on one errand or another. It is the same way in the Christian walk. When someone has just become born again, the fellow is being fed by the mature Christians. When he or she comes to church, the workers would direct him or her on where to park the car, where to sit and attend to whatever needs he or she may have. As the fellow continues in the church and becomes a mature Christian, he or she would no longer be comfortable with just being served, but would rather now want to serve in the house of God too. A Christian that is growing spiritually becomes increasingly responsible. Such a Christian will sacrifice his or her time, because he or she is now living for God. There are, however, those who have been attending church for years, yet they don't do anything else apart from attending church services. How can you be coming to church without being a responsible part of the running of the house of your Father? While others may be thinking of what God can do for them, a Christian that is growing spiritually will focus on what he or she can do for God. Beyond working for God, a Christian that is growing spiritually is always willing to give to the things of the kingdom. Just like Paul, he or she does not mind spending and being spent for the progress of the kingdom of God. While others are arguing about whether to pay tithe or not, a Christian that is growing spiritually is willing to give 100% of his or her income to God. A Christian that is growing spiritually will not complain when the pastor says there is a need to be met in the church. In fact, he or she would want to be the first person to meet that need. Many years ago, there was a rich man who regularly gave towards church projects and still helped supervise those who, unable to give financially, contributed their labor. One day, we suddenly saw him removing his clothes and joining in the physical labor. Surprised, we asked why, and he said God had just told him, "Big man. Well done. The people doing the work will get the reward that you will not." Cheerfully giving your money, time, and energy to serve God are some of the signs that you are growing spiritually as a Christian. Reflection. Are you growing spiritually? Don't forget to share today's message with your loved ones via WhatsApp and Facebook. Subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon to get notified of Open Heaven Daily Devotional every morning.